Corey Horton scored a touchdown. Ashton Genty is the worst running back in the NFL. That and more. Everything going on in fantasy football right now. Let's update our priors. Let's draft some winners.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer.
GM, everyone. How's everyone doing, man? It's football's happening. It's beautiful. How good did you feel? How good did you feel watching Anthony Richardson not recognize the blitz? Watching Keaton Mitchell rip off a long touchdown run? I mean, how good was that? That's football, man. That's football. I already feel disappointed in some of my guys. I was already cursing the Indianapolis Colts quarterbacks for not being able to get the ball to A.D. Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell had a step and was not able. Daniel Jones was not able to deliver the ball to him. I mean, of course. Of course. We have 53 Best Ball Mania drafts left to be done at this point. We have less than, we have 27 days until we're able to see what's the opening game? The opening game is the Eagles and the someone or other. Is it in like Sao Paulo? I don't know. I probably should know that at this stage. Let me reset the old sidekick-a-rooney here. I don't know. I didn't feel that hyped off anyone yesterday. I mean, I think Keaton Mitchell would kind of be the natural one for there to be a lot of hype about. But, you know, I mean, that was the role I anticipated Keaton Mitchell to be in. We are drafting out of the 4L here. What do you guys think of the new draft board? What are your thoughts on the new draft board over on Underdog Fantasy? Sports Poker Guy, who did figure out how to get in the Discord, is here. Opening night is Cowboys-Eagles. Sao Paulo is my Kansas City Chiefs against the newly Rashawn Slaterless Chargers. Haven't made any big ranking moves yet as a result of Slater. But I could be talked into moving Hampton down or Ladd down. I could be talked into moving the Chargers down just a smidgen. Yeah, McKee is always kind of good when he gets in. I do like the draft board. I gotta say. Now, this is true. I do like it showing pick 13 instead of 2.1. But I do like the little headshot. I mean, this does just look a little... Lamar Jackson, 1.3. Okay. Lamar Jackson goes at 1.3. We'll take CeeDee Lamb. So be on the alert for this one to get tossed out. Yeah, 6% Keaton does feel pretty low. I don't think I have that much Keaton Mitchell, honestly. How many subs? Let's see. How many subscribers are there to the Davis Maddock YouTube channel? 8,590 YouTube subscribers. Hover the mouse over the player and it shows the number pick. There you go, pick number 5. Okay. Good to know. I like the sleeper draft board. Hot take, I like the sleeper draft board. Yeah, the pictures do make it look nice. I think this is very aesthetically pleasing. Particularly for the stream stuff, I do think this looks a little bit better. Zachary Jameson is telling us what we all need to hear. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt plays football tonight. And I think I was looking at stuff for preseason DFS. Seems like he might play quite a bit. The Commanders do not have that many running backs on their 90-man roster. And Eckler's not going to play. Brian Robinson Jr. is not going to play. I don't think we're going to see much of Chris Rodriguez or Jeremy McNichols. I'd be surprised to see a lot of them. So I think we could get 2 quarters maybe of Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. GM. Yeah, we got a Lamar snapped off at 103, so we got to keep our eye on this fella. Although I will say my anecdotal sort of thought is that I have seen less, like I have gotten fewer emails about drafts getting tossed out or anything like that. You know, let everyone live a little. I was not aware there is a Jake Ferguson dip. I'd be happy to buy it though. We're up. We'll be selecting Jonathan Taylor to go with CeeDee Lamb. Nice little cozy start. Let's see what Mr. Lamar 1.3 does. Do not rip JSN. Sure, that's fine. I did not think Rasheen Ali looked that good. How many eliminators are you in so far? I have done 52 eliminators, I believe, Ryan. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get a max in on the eliminator. I would like to, though. Yes, the Richardson injury obviously is pretty good for Warren, pretty good for Joshua Downs, pretty good for Michael Pittman Jr. Honestly, though, Daniel Jones is not Joe Flacco, right? In my opinion, I do not think even close, really. So our expectations might need to be a little. We need to temper our expectations a little bit on Jake Ferguson. Yeah, I read this report as well that Richardson is quote unquote okay, be back at practice. I don't know, man. Sure, I will take a 3rd round Bucky Irving. CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving. That is a pretty good start. I think I literally have Warren 1 spot. Yeah, I've got Tyler Warren 111, and I've got Tucker Kraft 115. So they're right there in that same pocket. Yes, Derby Rhino is correct. Daniel Jones is really, really bad. Colts fans already fed up with Daniel Jones. Valid. Completely stone cold valid to be fed up. I mean, you should be fed up. Don't get me wrong, man. You should also be fed up with Anthony Richardson for not reading that blitz. That was really bad quarterback play. High school quarterbacks see that blitz. He had Goodson in the flat, and he had Ashton Doolin on the blitz beater. We ended up 175 subscribers added, and we gave away $250 in the subathon. Yeah, I gotta be real with you, man. No chance was I staying awake. No chance was I staying awake for a 9 p.m. Central game. No, Elite or Delete is not over, but it is untenable with my current streaming schedule to do a 3-hour stream with no drafts on Fridays right now. It's not a good service for you guys, and it's not a good service for me. It's not really for anyone. Elite or Delete is awesome for the 47 people who submit these, and then it's boring as shit for everyone else. So we'll probably do one more before the start of the season, and the final one before the start of the season, I will give away a cash prize to either the best or the funniest team. Yeah, he only threw the ball 10 times. Taj Brooks lower. I mean, that was always going to be easy. And the Keaton Mitchell higher was also always going to be easy. DJ Moore. You know what? I'm feeling squirrely. Let's actually do Pickens today. I just wanted to have as many Pickens as possible. Yeah, it was a great way to get people to join the Discord initially. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is all it is. You do a $10 super chat, bang, elite or delete. I frankly, no concerns about Genty. I don't know about you guys. I'm not bothered. No, Milroe didn't get it there for us. No touchdown pass from Jalen Milroe. Back on it tonight with Shedeur Sanders, though. Shedeur even money on underdog to throw a touchdown. The draft at the end of the summer last year with a prize to the best bit. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, there's definitely going to be... There you go. Beachhead is concerned. Ty Smith is saying he can't wait for the unwarranted Genty dip. So there you go. The duality of man. Oh, man. Are we going to get DJ Moore here? Yes. How about that? How about that dipperino on DJ Moore? 5th round DJ Moore in a Best Ball Mania draft. So we have CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, George Pickens, DJ Moore, Dak, Caleb, the Dak double setup, actually. And don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have taken Worthy there. But the Dak double is nice. Maybe we even get Debo at 6'9" for the correlation. You know, I think Torrey Horton is fine. He is still, like, the thing about Torrey Horton is I'm fairly certain he's a good player, and I drafted him a ton in the pre-draft stuff. But I don't know if the role that he stands to inherit in that offense is all that interesting. Nope, no team reviews today. Elite or delete. Those streams just did very poorly, relatively speaking. Like here, I can pull up the data right now. The last Elite or delete got 2,200 views. That is the lowest viewed video on the channel by a minimum of 1,000 views. How's the 7 spot? Well, here, Artillery Frost says you're cooking. Jefferson, Henry, Wilson, Brees, Hunter. Yeah, you are cooking. I mean, I just think Keaton Mitchell is what he always is. He's a really good running back who's a handcuff to an even better running back. I think the weekly role for Keaton Mitchell is going to be like 2 touches. Brian is not a fan of the change. Brian prefers 41. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you can hover over the player and it will show pick 41. All right, so Debo goes 6'2", so that ruins our bring back, which is fine. No use in Joseph Burrow for me. Jennings is fine. I don't hate Swift here. I don't hate Olave here. Jacoby Myers honestly would be fine too, I think. I didn't even know Gesicki was banged up. No, Keaton Mitchell not good enough on passing downs, I don't think. Sir, I will slurp the Dipperino and Chris Olave, getting him there at what is that? Pick 69, 5 spot Dipperino. I actually, if you go rip on Fast Draft right now, you're going to be in a room with me because I just did a batch builder for Fast Draft. Barner got rested with the starters. No elite or delete today. Those streams, they just did bad. The market spoke, and I listened to the market. Those were the worst performing streams by a lot on the Davis Maddock YouTube channel. No, my dinger teams are terrible. I only advanced like 8, I think. Honestly, maybe even less. On Fast Draft, they have this ability to, it's like a specific tool to is this a Dipperino on Swift? Yeah, it is a Dipperino on Swift. Sure, we'll do that. On Fast Draft, the app, they have a tool to more efficiently allow you to get volume in. And so you can draft like 10 teams at a time. No, we will do one more edition of Elite or Delete. It'll be right before the season, and there will be a giveaway for the best team and for the funniest team. Thoughts on Bowers in home leagues? A little bit of a controversial stance. I actually like Bowers a little bit less in home leagues because there are other ways to make up edge versus your buddies. And I think you get a lot at wide receiver. I mean, Mostert is the oldest running back in the NFL. He might be the Genty handcuff, but he also like really easily might not be. I don't know. I can't. Mostert really is just not the style of draft fellow that I do. If a 10-team home league is adding another flex spot, yes, that makes quarterback less valuable. I mean, really, I guess it's kind of interesting because my home league is not like this. My home league is full of guys who really know what they're doing. Like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was a 13th round pick in my home league. It's really difficult to get one over on my home league. And so maybe that is skewing my frame of reference. But in my home league, you give up actually quite a bit. We also have we have big starting rosters. We have 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, and 3 flex. So you can start up to 5 running backs if you want. I do feel like every top 10 drafted rookie running back had a running back too who is valuable for fantasy. I mean, I would be really surprised if that was true, but I don't think there's any way to be certain on August 8th who the running back 2 for the Raiders is. Yeah, exactly. Everyone in my home league like has thoughts on the Chiefs running back rotation. They're with not a lot of EV to be gained. All right, we are up in 2 picks. Gosh, do I not want to take Michael Pittman Jr. Jaylen Warren, I think, is a fine. I do want a wide receiver more. Okay, Hawkinson goes. I mean, maybe I just take Dak here and just don't get sniped. Is Warren? You know what? I'm going to take Travis Kelce. Is 3-6-6-3 the best 0 running back structure? And I would say I like either 2 quarterbacks or 2 tight ends as opposed to lopping it all in. You lose a lot of projected points in your flex, adding a 3rd quarterback and a 3rd tight end. And the whole concept of 0 running back is to absolutely own the flex. All right, now just structurally here, I'm not going to be able to get Caleb Williams and Dakota Prescott with my next 2 picks. I honestly really want to take Jaylen Warren, but Jaylen Warren and DeAndre Swift are just Spider-Man pointing meme at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Dak and hope that Caleb comes back around me. So I took Dak there. Took Dak pick 100? That's fine. That's fine, I think. No, I do still take a good bit of 3 quarterback teams, but I'm also not taking 3 tight ends all that often. I agree with this. 0 running back. I think you kind of need to have one of the elite onesies, because it's really hard to be behind at multiple positions every week or be coin flipping every week. So I've noticed this a lot too, Goods, that the sidekick pushes you to a lot of 3-6-6 threes. And I think that is because it thinks these tight ends we draft are super shitty. My guess is that we get a lot of, it just thinks, oh, you drafted these 2 tight ends together and these dudes suck. These dudes are not going to score any points. I do think Lamb and Pickens would work together well for redraft, yeah. I mean, I think there is certainly a strong chance that the Dallas Cowboys lead the NFL in passing attempts. Good chance. You know, good chance that Dak leads the NFL in passing yards. If you grab 2 or 3 in the window and running backs in the dead zone plus in the draft, it's a good playoff team. I'm not telling you I think your idea is bad. I'm just telling you I don't think it is the best. If you ask me what the best 0 running back combo is, it's probably 2-7-7-2 or even 2-8-6-2. If you have an elite tight end, what's the latest name you're comfortable with before you like? Oh, I'm fine doing Brock Bowers and Juwan Johnson, or Fannin, or Gadsden, or Theo Johnson. Like, I'm fine totally punting the second tight end, because you are putting a huge. When you take Brock Bowers in the 2nd round or Trey McBride in the 3rd round, you are putting a huge emphasis on those dudes. That says these are the guys you absolutely have to have. All right. Caleb is still available. Brandon Ayuk still available, which is pretty interesting. All right, here we go. Caleb Williams got the double. I will take Brandon Ayuk if he comes back to me. Well, what would that pick be? We're getting pretty late in it. Wow, Quinshon Judkins, huh? Quinshon Judkins in the 10th round. What does he know? Bowers and McBride is terrible, in my opinion, but what do I know? I have 0 Bowers and McBride teams. Like, you're at a big strategic disadvantage flex wise. I mean, you're also at a pretty big disadvantage just draft capital wise, you know. Yeah, and they have the same bye. I don't think that part matters that much. Yeah, I sadly am done with Mason Taylor. I deleted Mason Taylor from my rankings. Here we go. I will. Oh, Ayuk went. Dang. All right. No, I need a wide receiver. We'll go slot demon, Christian Kirk. Yeah, tight end can be a flex, obviously. You don't really want him to be your flex, though, theoretically. Dude, maybe try and squeeze some Jake Bobo in here. When you draft Bowers, if he fails, the team is dead 100%. Every single year, Zach, we say, oh, dude, the late round tight ends just project better, and then they're literally awful. Like, oh, dude, Jake Ferguson, and then he's terrible. I would draft McBride really low if I knew he scored 2 touchdowns. No, I mean, sure, there are gonna. Well, it'd be pretty rare for your tight end 3 to outproject even a wide receiver 8. Like Darius Slayton week 1. Oh no, this Brandon. See, this is how I know you're using your brain. Bowers McBride in the Badge Bros is sick. I love Bowers and McBride in the Badge Bros. Probably my favorite wrinkle of that contest, actually. Doesn't sound like Blue is that injured. Sounds like Blue has a bone bruise, not a high ankle sprain. But it sounds like right now that Javonte Williams is the running back one for the Dallas Football Cowboys. JJ did some research that showed there's zero correlation between ADP and positional finishes of like tight end 7 through 19. That makes total sense to me. This new UI makes me look at the board different. Interesting. That I don't agree with. Like, Christian Kirk fits a very specific type of build. I think he is good on this build as my 5th wide receiver, but it has to be very specific because Christian Kirk has a really low ceiling, a really low floor, and is oft injured. GM, Mr. Nick. All right. Do we do... I don't really want to do Stroud here. It feels like a Dylan Sampson pick or a Keenan Allen pick. Let's do Keenan. Keenan already looks pretty good at practice. Do you remember last year in like week 5 when you said you'd global swap all Chase Brown teams to Carson Steele? It wouldn't have been week 5. It would have been... What week did Steele start at running back for the Chiefs? Maybe it was week 5. Was week 3. 17 rushes and 2 targets in a 22-17 win against the Atlanta Falcons. More carries and rushing yards than Bijan Robinson in that game. Week 3. I prefer Roma Dunze by a lot to Jacoby Myers. I love seeing the faces of the guys who's going to let me down. Only been doing best ball for 4 years. Has there ever been a fullback that was legit viable? Would have been Mike Allstott, which was before your time. Oh, Dante Thornton in the 13th round, huh? We'll do, Dallas Goedert is a really good tight end too. Well, do we do Dallas Goedert? Or do we do, no, Dylan Sampson is a better pick here. Lorenzo Neal, long time ago. I don't know Matt Asiata. Was he ever a fullback? When you say Kirk has a low ceiling, do you just mean he's old? It's more just about like the type of targets he gets. He gets targeted very close to the line of scrimmage in his old age. This actually didn't used to be the way. It's actually funny. He kind of had a higher ADOT last year, but Christian Kirk has one 1,000-yard season in his career. He has one healthy season in his career. He was injured last year. He turns 29 this season and is not going to be the wide receiver 1 on his team. Yeah, Underdog updated the board. Let's see, what level do I keep the volume on? Right now, normally I don't have it this high. I normally keep it at like 30. It was just at 50. Run a poll for your 18th pick. Okay. I don't even know if I know how to do this. Let's see. No, it can't be that hard. Poll, start a poll. Round 18 pick. We'll go KLS. We'll go... Who's my quarterback? We'll go Turpin. We'll go Keaton. And we'll go... Keaton I probably won't even be able to get. Who else do I like in round 18? We'll go Kareem Hunt. And I reserve the right to do none of those if I don't want to. No. Cole Kmet, not for me. Keaton won't make it there. Already seen 160s. Yeah, it might be Jover there. Sad, dude. It's all over. So, Torrey Horton, sure. I reserve the right to not listen to you guys. Zach Ertz, bring back, dude. Corey Krosky-Merritt, bring back, dude. No, you can. I'm sure you can. You can. Yeah, dude. Corey Krosky-Merritt on the bring back, dude. It was always Corey Krosky-Merritt. Yes. Yeah. We'll do a BDGE trivia today. KLS went in round 13 in my MMG draft I did doing cardio yesterday. Frankly, I don't know, man. I get slightly weird vibes from Bucky. Brother, Shaheed went round 10. The MMG drafts are fun. I enjoy those. Those are good lobbies. All right. Any tight end really will do here. Ertz for the correlation. Then I'm definitely taking a third tight end if I take Zach Ertz. All right. Through 15 rounds, we have CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, George Pickens, DJ Moore, Chris Olave, DeAndre Swift, Travis Kelce, Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams, Christian Kirk, Keenan Allen, Dylan Sampson, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Zach Ertz. That brings us to 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, 5 running backs, 6 wide receivers. You know what? Bucky is my keeper in my home league as well because I took him in the 14th round last year. On the topic of the greatest fantasy fullbacks of all time, Leroy Hoard scored 10 touchdowns one season. Also famously quoted, "You need 1 yard, I'll get you 3. You need 5 yards, I'll get you 3." No, I'm not a Jalen Lane guy. Chat has me wanting to get an exposure blanket on Sincere McCormick. Yeah, Horton was awesome last night. Horton was quite good. Keaton was also awesome. Who's winning the poll right now? Keaton big time winning the poll. He's not going to be. I bet he's already gone. You guys know what they call Keaton, right? In Baltimore? They don't actually call him this. I made this nickname up. Keaton Mitchell. How about Keaton Missile? It does based on 7 minutes of this YouTube chat. I do think people are overreacting. Yeah. Sounds like people are already concerned about Genty. Yes, 100% we will be doing BR streams. Kanata Mumfield was a good player at Pitt. A legitimately good player. Hunt or Eckler? Eckler for sure. Not even close. Warren was pretty good. I mean, he just plays with Daniel Jones. I like this draft board. If anything, I think it is an improvement. I don't have strong feelings about it, but I certainly don't dislike it. We'll do a wide receiver. We definitely need wide because our buys are tricky with the week 10 stuff. All right, here you go. Here's an olive branch. There's a De'Ami Brown olive branch to all you guys. People are asking, Keaton Mitchell or Ashton Genty? They're asking it more and more. Who'd you rather have? Keaton Mitchell or Ashton Genty? I mean, maybe this is just how my brain works, but these numbers work just fine for me. Like I know what the 15.6 is in my head. I mean, Diami looks I don't know. Diami is just like he's the Marquez Callaway pick of the year. Arroyo, by the way, last night, kind of bearish. Kind of bearish on Elijah Arroyo last night. Let's do a running back. Let's do Kyle Monangai with Caleb, and then we'll do a tight end for our final pick, whichever one is there. Dr. Bum is so much better than every other flavor of energy drink. They didn't really do anything. Besh was clearly behind Thornton, though. No, see, Jake, this is the opposite of a Callaway pick. KLS is exciting, but he is the 5th wide receiver for his team. Marquez Callaway is a terrible player, but was slotted in as a starter. Got a Chase McConkey Bowers. That is super unique. Ooh, Great Dane dropped. Okay. The Great Dane just dropped. What is that? Is that like $250? Wow. 250, 15 max entry. How about that? Still have the MMG. Still have the Badge Bros Brawl. That's about to fill. Husky is... I maxed that already. Big Dog. Elam. All right, they're cooking, boys. Oh! Oh, win puppy, dude. Win puppy. Win puppy. It's out, dude. Dude, it's out. That's crazy. All right. Well, I can't do the poll because KLS is gone and Keaton Mitchell is gone, so I'm ending the poll. So I can't honor the results. I've never done more than a $10 draft. I mean, I would tell you don't go over. I would say don't go over your budget. Honestly, that is my number one advice to you about best ball. Is don't go over your budget. All right, dude, are we making the Fanon bet? I don't know. I think we actually no, Davis, don't be stupid. You need someone who's going to be alive. We're going to take Jatavian Sanders. All right, final team. Dak Prescott and Caleb Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, DeAndre Swift, Dylan Sampson, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Kyle Monangai, dude. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, double stack with Dak, DJ Moore with Caleb, Chris Olave, Christian Kirk, Keenan Allen, De'Ami Brown, Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz, Jatavian Sanders. That was heat. That was a really, really good team. If I do say so myself, Slappy the Seal shirts now in the store. All right, let's check out the puppy. Puppy 3, 200,000. 20. This brand always breaks my brain. 225,000 entrants. 11% rake. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 375 person final. Sick. No, I'm not bumping Lad down. Yes, I heard the shirts do make that noise. I did hear that. All right, I'm gonna go hop in another one. If you guys would like to hop in there with me.
The Davis Maddock YouTube channel is made possible by viewers like you. Every subscriber, memby, and super chat goes to ensuring Davis doesn't have to work at State Farm. Thank you.
11% rake means that 11% of the dollars in the prize pool are taken by underdog themselves. I got like 36% Samson. Hell yeah, brother. Wow, pick 3 again. Okay. Let's cook again. Should we take Gibbs on this one? Should we just get should we get weirdo? Yes. Yep. We'll be doing a drafters draft today. They're actually sponsoring us today. So if you want to get over on drafters and come and hang out with us, that would be cool. I just put the link in the description, or actually I just put the link in the YouTube chat here. So come hang out with us over on drafters. That link is pinned on the top of the draft board. Bang. We will do. Okay, we just did CeeDee. Let's take Gibbs. I just took CeeDee on the last one. Let's take Gibbs. Working on my gut health. Yeah, dude. That's real. That's real. It'll mess your stomach right up. I was drinking a lot of kombucha for a while. Well, what's funny is when you're eating really clean. So I eat obviously like a really high protein diet. Like probably 70% of my calories come from protein. Kombucha is fermented mushroom tea, basically. It sounds gross, but it's really, really good. Like saying fermented mushroom tea, you're like, that's the grossest thing I've ever heard. No, it's fire. Could you please explain why it's not plus EV to have 2 quarterbacks from the same Week 17 game environment? It's not necessarily plus EV or negative EV, but just the way it's been explained to me like this. Herzig has stated this. It's basically like you get access to more than one game going off in Week 17. So if, like, let's say I took Jaden Daniels and Dak Prescott. Well, if that game only has 33 points, then it's just not going to be the game you needed. I bet I bench more than you, Peter. I bet I deadlift, bench, and squat more than you. And I bet I beat you at golf. Yes, I just sent an email to Greg Ambrosius from NFFC. So we are definitely going to do an NFFC primetime with the Gilcast boys. The main event with Silva and Reeves, we just got our draft slot. So it's coming up pretty soon. So that main event is coming up fairly soon. Number 1 pick next year, Ashton Genty. Number 1 pick in fantasy football next year will be Ashton Genty. This is also true. Kombucha does have just like a smidgen of alcohol in it as well. I take a fiber supplement, Mr. Meat Gazer. All right, this is where the second round sucks, is when you get to these dudes. I'm going to take Chase Brown. Gibbs, Chase Brown. Liked the usage last night. We're going to slap it up a little bit. Brady says Neighbors. Sports Poker Guy says Neighbors. Tristan says Gibbs. Yeah, I take a Metamucil supplement every day. Genty, I mean, I have like, honestly, probably 8%. Yeah, magnesium. I mean, magnesium, I would say, is like the number 1 supplement people should be taking that they're not taking right now. Chase could like pretty easily be the 101. I don't know. I think it's going to be Genty. I think Genty is going to have like a 2,300 yard season. Yeah, do Tyreek here. I don't know, man. I'm not that scared of Tyreek Hill. I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess I am scared of Tyreek Hill, but not that scared. Genty is guaranteed to rise next year. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember exactly what Bijan did his rookie year. Bijan's rookie season, he had 1,400 scrimmage yards and 8 touchdowns. I think Genty will pass both of those numbers. I think Genty and Bowers could both hit their ceilings. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's particularly going to be difficult in the same game. I would be surprised if it was A-Chain. No, you are not dumb. The third round sucks this year. It's why I've been working in more of the elite quarterbacks than I thought I would. I agree with this. JSN, Garrett Wilson, Tyreek Hill, and Marv just do not feel that great. Look at the discrepancy between the last draft and this draft. I got DJ Moore at the 5-4 in the last draft. DJ Moore went 4-2 in this one. That actually speaks to what Sean was just saying. Why do I only have 8%? Because you only get so many picks, man. I don't make a ton of huge stances in the first round or the second round, really. Yeah, I mean, this Mark is also making a really, really good point that if JJ McCarthy is just fine, Justin Jefferson is the 101 like he always should be. Yes, Ryan, exactly. You gonna take Chase Brown over Ladd? I don't really think so. I get sniped on Worthy again. Oh, well, McMillan is a very good consolation, though. No, come on. There's no reason to be nervous about Ladd. Yeah, left wing slappies are A-Chain's people, Mookie. I mean, I agree with this. Garrett Wilson, I think, is a really good player. I mean, the wide receivers to me, I feel really good about DJ Moore. I feel really good about Xavier Worthy. I feel really good about Tetaroya McMillan. I actually feel really good about Pickens. To me, I think Pickens, my truth serum ranking would probably be Pickens needs to be where Marvin Harrison is. Honestly, I wouldn't blink at that. Wow, this dude left to me is he's having himself a time. Jameson Williams. All right, dude. This team is absolutely cooking. Look at this, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Tetaroya McMillan, and Jameson Williams. It's true. That's true. The left wing slappies abandoned A-Chain last year because he got too many targets. No, honestly, Mr. Muddy River, if I had more of a backbone, I would have probably 25% Jefferson if I had a backbone. I don't have a backbone. My roster settings are correct because you guys made me do it the other day on the stream. Karain did admit to be coming around. Do you think the drafters winner has already been drafted? Definitely not. Definitely not. Well, definitely not. Of course, there's some chance. Trey Harris at 175. I mean, he's phenomenal value at that spot. Wow, Burrow, dude. Retail is freaking here, man. Burrow goes at 5'10", no Bengal, no Cardinal, just just vibing over here, Joe Burrow on the right. For left-wing slappy, seeing your favorite players actually get work is like finding out Sidney Sweeney is a registered Republican. I got to bring up this Sam Sherman tweet. Sam put on a virtuoso performance on this channel the other day. But look at this tweet, dude. If you ever wanted to doubt that Sam is the GOAT, we've got left-wing slappy's greatest fear, betting on a veteran in the year they fall off. In their social hierarchy, this is the greatest sin and could be grounds for excommunication. Right-wing slappy's greatest fear, buying into a breakout before they see it happen. I mean, this dude is so heat, brother. Oh, man. Oh, I mean, I cannot pass up on... Oh, I just got James Conner at pick 70. He normally goes pick 59. Damn. Team 10 is taking players who score points. Winners don't need no correlation. I mean, I don't know. I would never take Joe Burrow without one of his teammates, but like, is it the worst strategy in the world? Probably not. Wow, Jennings? Dude, is this one going to get thrown out? What is happening? Juwan Jennings was a 5th round pick for most of Best Ball Mania. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Tedoroy McMillan, Jamison Williams, James Conner, Juwan Jennings. This might be my team of the year. This might actually be the best team I've drafted yet. And I mean, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just taking the guys there. New thumbnail and draft board. I almost passed the stream. Yeah, I'm really trying new things with the thumbnails because I don't know what works. I like this thumbnail though. Do you guys have any thoughts on this thumbnail? Because I thought this one was really good. I felt proud of myself. Yes, Sam's reply to only having 74 teams drafted was phenomenal. I mean, I would say not only sometimes, I would say quite often the best draft is the one that the room hands to you. All right, Nick likes the thumbnail. OMG likes the thumbnail. All right. I thought it was pretty strong. Got the A-chain. He does have the A-chain Burrow. Almost out of coffee. Yes, thumbnails are hard, man. If you look at the old ones, are really bad. Thumbnails, they're tough. Doing a really good one is work. You don't like Juwan Jennings, Drew? Honestly, I really probably won't draft the Great Dane. Just keeping it 100% real, I probably will not. Maybe I'll do one Great Dane. But I'm thinking I probably am gonna skip the Great Dane. It's a good tournament, but I have, let's see, how much money do I have left in my Underdog account? I have $8,800 of Underdog site credit left to use. And I gotta say, I mean, obviously I need to be saving some of that for Battle Royales in season. I could get with Ricky P over Jennings. No, Egger says it's not a good tournament. Eggers, tell me why it is not a good tournament. Yeah, Warren before Laporta is nuts. That I cannot coincide with. The The only Dipperino here. God, this is disgusting. All right, I'm taking Jalen Warren. There's no guy to draft. That was a tough turn. Yeah, the Slappies. I think the Slappies are going to be pro here. Need to win it. Basically, if maxing, lose money if you get 5th. Well, I will absolutely not be maxing. No chance of maxing the Great Dane for your boy. I would have taken Andrews there. Frick, man. Davis, you got to land the plane, brother. I guess let's just take the quarterback. Let's just take Purdy. Get your quarterback. Don't get fancy. So we've got Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Tedoroy McMillan, Jamison Williams, James Conner, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Warren, Brock Purdy. I would have loved to have taken Andrews, or honestly even Kelsey. Center left Slappy here. Hate the new overlay. Okay. Center left Slappy has spoken. He's not a fan. In a home league, pick 2. You taking Bajan or CeeDee? Bajan. I'm taking Mr. Robinson there. Puppy 3 fills over under 72 hours. Should I do 150 slows in the puppy right now? Talk about just murdering the rest of my summer. I might do it. Well, is the Mad Lad gonna do it? I might. That'll easily get me to 1,000 entries for the summer. No, I will. I hate myself a good bit. The 4-hour clock is not going to happen for 14 more days, 13 more days. I don't know, man. These are the sacrifices we make. And if you have to, you know what? If you auto draft, you know what? You're right, Joey. All right, we're doing it. Where is it? Puppy 3. There we go. It's too late now. Can't undo it. There you go. It's in. I did it. Can't undo it now. That is just a terrible decision I just made. That right there. That right there is a terrible decision that I just made. Just like oh man. You want it I'm gonna really hate that. Why did you guys let me do that? Oh God. All right, let's take Goff. That was pretty dumb. No, I didn't do I did not do any fast drafts for that. Whoever said this is your last summer to be able to do that. Whoever just said this is your last summer to do it, that's what convinced me. One of you guys just said this is your last summer to do it, and I said, you know what, you're probably right. God, the tight ends are going like nuts in this one. All right, we'll do Luther Burden for the 49ers bring back. Yeah, yep, Joey, it was you. What if one of those is the shipper, dude? But what if one of those 150 puppy 3 slows is a shipper, dude? Because I'm having a child in November, and so my ability to just ship all these picks. Okay, Andrew, it's a good thought of recording the videos walking through the slow draft pick process, but I'm just gonna keep it so real with you guys. This is the slow draft pick process. I have my rankings loaded up in the Sidekick, and I just rip them like this. I mean, we're talking like, dude, I get these picks in. I just make sure that all my positional stuff is allocated, and we just rip. I just pick, dude. Like, I can do a lot of picks very quickly. Like, bang. Like, what? I just made 3 picks in 30 seconds or whatever. How many people get site credit? I mean, I would say most best ball streamers you watch probably get site credit. I would guess. You do like, if you were in, I mean, I'm in 216 slows right now. So I'm now going to be in over 400 slow drafts, or more than 350 slow drafts. It is inefficient to think more than 15 seconds about a pick. No, Liam, I don't think gets site credit. I mean, I assume the payout structure of a $250 single entry on DraftKings is good, but I haven't looked at it. This should be the tagline for this channel. Winning has not crossed my mind. The Gretsch slow draft streams were nice. Well, Liam wins, brother. Liam is a winner, so he doesn't need the site credit. Okay, am I just not going to get a tight end on this team? Is the room just going to... I mean, the room is just locking me out. There's nothing I can do here. Golly. Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is a good pick here. Back-to-back drafts with the slot demon, Christian Kirk. No, I don't. Because this is gonna be a three tight end team, so I don't need the third quarterback. No elite or delete today, Frankie. We got too many teams left to draft. Just way too many. Because I'm gonna have to take 6 days off of drafting Best Ball Manias on the stream. I'll tell you what. I kind of have come over to the dark side because of the Mixon injury. Like, Christian Kirk is gonna, like, they're gonna be a crazy drop back rate team. This team is definitely right of center. All right, you guys are ready for a disgusting pick. So I got some value earlier. I'm about to give it back right now. I gotta take Brenton Strange because I just got to get something at tight end. That wasn't that far ahead of ADP, actually. Yeah, behind the line of scrimmage passes are the new run game. GM. This team, yes. No matter who you vote for, you get John McCain. My watch, by the way, is just going nuts. My watch is just with all these puppies. I'm going to have to turn, you know what? I'm going to have to turn notifications off. You cannot have notifications on when you are in 350 slow drafts. I mean, at this point, if I'm already committed to slow draft hell, should I max the eliminator via slow draft too? We're all looking for the guy who did this. Oh, well, I am going to max Best Ball Mania. I think Weekly Winners is about to fill. No, well, Daniel actually is making a good point. Yeah, Charlie is making an incredibly good point here, which is you're absolutely going to want in-season eliminator content. Yes, sports poker guy, you can. What are you needing the exposure explained? God, all right, I'm going to go, you know what? Why am I in the Pomeranian? Who is this serving? Who did this? I'll do I'm going to do 14 more slow eliminators right now. Oh, this is really getting away from me. This is really getting away. This is not good. I don't know. Ask JMC about it. JMC probably thinks it'll fill. Please respond to Slot Demon versus Douglas. I don't know. You're probably right. I have been doing this. I've been pushing the plane after round 16. Wow. You know what? Jonnu, great pick here. Jonnu's gonna save this tight end room. Shout out to Anixmander. You think I look defeated right now, brother? Okay, well, 42 receptions is just really, really low for Kirk. Are you going to be able to look your child in the eye if you don't max the eliminator? Honestly, no. Honestly, Chris, no, I won't. There's no chance. None at all. Hampton by a lot over Kamara. I like Mike Clay's projections a lot, but you got to be open to being wrong sometimes. Running back, we'll do Jerome Ford on this one. I don't know, just feeling 40. No, Kramer, we're done. That that was an insane decision that I just did. See, now you guys have me actively worried about these slows right now. Why am I still in a Pomeranian? Like, what is the point? No one needed this, bro. Unnecessary. All right, team. I like the new board. My official opinion is that I like the new board. A supposedly bad draft I'll never do again. Don't let the chat gas you up. Protect your mental health. I don't think enjoy is definitely not the word. I'm about to be so real with you guys right now. August, when you are in my line of work, when you are a content creator, August is far and away the most important month. Like your whole year is determined by what happens in this month. And so if that is the case, you gotta just work. You know, January, February, pretty easy. You feel? Yeah. Also, a lot of content creators kind of take a break. Yes, Cody, this is the team. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Tedoroya McMillan, Jamison Williams, James Conner, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Warren, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, Luther Burden, Christian Kirk, Brenton Strange, Jonnu Smith, and Jerome Ford. I don't think... I mean, I did not watch the Raiders game. I have no idea how Jacoby Myers played. 150 slows doesn't do anything for content, but it allows me the chance to be a winner. And that's what the people want. The people want, you know what? I can't take Aaron Rodgers. We'll take, how about this? How about Noel and Kirk handcuffing? Because this team needs 3 tight ends. Yeah, this is I think they said they are anomaly. I believe one of the product managers at Underdog said they are adding numbers back to the full board. I've been a casino dealer for over 30 years. I'm not sure I've witnessed this level of degeneracy. No, Mac Nova. I never got to college football rankings. How about this? How about a little 2-piece Isaac Tesla? Actually, you know what? No. K-Dotton is a better pick here. K-Dotton is better. And if we get Tesla in the last round, we can get him. No, I'm doing a lot of slurping Dipperino. No, I can do whatever I want, but DraftKings drafts take forever is a thing. DraftKings drafts take a long time. Yep, already sent out the video for preseason NFL DFS Pick'em. Crowd is loudly chanting for an eliminator next. Ryan, I want to, man, but we are up against it, man. We are up against the barrier. We got to be getting. I got to get to under 50 BBMs today. Yeah, Milroe sold us last night. That sucked. If you emptied your entire fab clip on Keaton Mitchell last night, I got some news for you, brother. You might be a slappy. Well, you might be a slappy if you cite Travion Henderson as a reason to not take the big dog. If you've ever drafted Genty and Hampton as your running back 1 and your running back 2, you might be a slappy. If you've ever drafted Jalen Warren and Miles Sanders together, you might be a slappy. If you have even conceived of the thought, the Fannin bet, you might be a slappy. Yeehaw! Michael, you might be a slappy. They do not have any Land Larson stuff posted on Underdog yet for Pick'em. But I agree, Land Larson is a smash. No doubt about it. If you've ever even thought of Harold Fannin, you just might be a slappy. Hey man, it's just one game, brother. Take a deep breath, Minnesota Mike. Take a deep breath. Zoom out on the chart. Yeah, I've got Tesla higher. Tesla rather. Got the higher there. Feel pretty good about that one actually. Cuz he should play, and a la KLS, he could literally get it on one catch. Might get it on one catch. All right, let's land the plane here. I will not be selecting Aaron Rodgers like the sidekick wants me to. 2-5-7-3. Probably a wide receiver here. Yeah, wide receiver's got to be the move. And let's do it. Let's take the aforementioned Isaac Tesla. Final team. Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, James Conner picked 70. Jalen Warren and Jerome Ford. That is a very nice running back room compared to what I normally draft. Tyreek Hill, Tedderoy McMillan, Jamison Williams, Juwan Jennings, Luther Bird, and Christian Kirk. Jalen Knoll, handcuffing the slot wide receiver for the Houston Texans. Brenton Strange, Jonnu Smith, Cade Otton. That plane got landed. Okay. If you're in the Slappy Central Discord, go roast Sports Poker Guy. No, Tom, do not do this. Don't do this. All right, 2583. That one was nice. Let's go do at least one more. How many? Yeah, at least one more. I tried to rein in the slappiness for Elite Delete this week, and since it won't be happening this week, I confirm I failed the prompt miserably. Well, I guess I should have given everyone fair warning. I feel like I did. I feel like I did say last week it's not happening this week because we're absolutely running out of time. End of the day, we're just running out of time. Wow, and we got rewarded with a 101 too. Wait, did we not? I guess we don't know. No, okay, we didn't. We got the 1.5. Took Shadur to throw an INT. I think that's fine. Brock Purdy unstacked is like the worst version of that's like a worse version of Burrow unstacked. Because how is that winning? How is Purdy unstacked winning you anything? I don't know, brother. I don't know about that one. Let's do a little Shaheed here. See this? This is what you guys have done. This is what we have to do for the remainder of the offseason. Every time in between drafts, we're going to have to do this. We're just going to have to be ripping slow draft picks so that I don't fall too far behind while I'm literally on stream. No, dude, this Ball is life. I need you to think through what you're saying right now. You're saying you don't like the prices of any of their pass catchers. They're all overpriced to you, but Purdy is going to win MVP. That makes no sense, man. That makes literally no sense, brother. We're going to do Jahmyr Gibbs again. If Purdy wins MVP, like 3 of those dudes are smashing at a minimum. This is the worst. This is bad logic, dude. I like you and I want you to succeed. So I want you to think through this and you tell me how this makes any sense. Because it does not make any sense. Purdy will scramble a little bit. I agree. Honestly, the 49ers are the most underpriced team in fantasy football. And I don't even actually know how close it is. It depends. It depends on the creator. I do put my own rankings in to the sidekick. I don't know. I just feel light on Gibbs right now relative to what I want. Gretch said he thinks Gibbs is the 101. Silva thinks he's the 101. So I don't know. I'm getting some FOMO on Jahmyr Gibbs. What performs worse on YouTube, Elite or Delete, or miserably combing through hundreds of slow drafts? Honestly, I bet miserably combing through slow drafts would actually do numbies because people love misery. They do. People would enjoy me just hating myself. Golly, this spot in the draft stinks. It stinks, brother. I'm taking Jonathan Taylor over Tyreek on this one. Man, when the second round goes logically consistent, I like Io Manor. Yeah, Gretch did some slow draft stuff last year. Pat did some slow draft stuff. Yeah, picks 4 and 5 just coming back in the second round sucks. There you go. Genty dip. Genty got to 2-5 this time. The way I look at Gibbs Barkley is that Barkley probably had his greatest season last year and Gibbs hasn't hit his peak yet. I think that is fine. Yes, obviously the difference here is that Gretch can only do slows because he lives in a state where best ball is banned. Two sucks too. Yeah. Yeah, Genty stuff reminded me. I'm pro Pearsall, I'm pro Jennings, I'm pro Kittle, I'm pro McCaffrey, I'm pro all these guys. No, you are gonna find a Dipperino. How about that? That is the earliest I've seen George Kittle go. Kevin just took Kittle at the 3-1. That is a Dipperino. I'll take T. Higgins. Dude, the Bengals are the team that you need. Yeah, Bijan McBride is a cool start. I agree. Yeah, I also wish that I had taken more 5th round Kittle when it was available. You don't know what you got till it's gone, folks. You sure don't. Here you go. Here's the sidekick pushing Aaron Rodgers on me. Man, who would have thought this would ever be the day you'd see making slow eliminator picks in between 4th round Micah Evans? Sure. Kittle went 4-5 turn the first 33% of the contest. Any tips for drafting when my rankings are like 10 spots off ADP on some players? Well, it depends on when they are coming 10 spots off. Are you 10 spots off in the 5th round? Or are you 10 spots off in the 15th round? Because you should be 10 spots off in the 15th round. It'd be very strange if your rankings were like, yep, I agree. Jerome Ford is exactly ranked at this spot. If you are doing that in the 4th round, that's a problem. You're gonna have some very weird lopsided exposures if you do that. No, I will not be maxing the Great Dane. In fact, frankly, I might not enter into the Great Dane at all.
Dude, why would I enter the Great Dane when I can just win the same amount of money for getting 2nd place in the Puppy 3?
There you go. Here's the George Pickens rise. George Pickens up with Jaden Daniels. The Jaden Daniels drafter, honestly, I like this move. I don't know if this 12-hole drafter is in here, but I like this move. Wow, Breece Hall. That is a fall. I like this move right here where he did Daniels Pickens instead of McLaurin. I think that's a strong move. No real Dipperino to be found here, so I think we're just going to take... Yeah, we are just going to take Xavier Worthy. Nice and easy. Gibbs, JT, Higgins, Worthy. That's an easy start. I don't even know what this means. If you had to call it right now, is the BBM best regular season team one that has early season ADP values or late season risers? I would guess late season risers. If you made me guess.
Dude, 3 Great Danes or Max the Puppy?
Very, very high on Brock Bowers. Very high on Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers is the man. Wow, Pearsall, dude. Razor P at pick 49 from Kevin. Sure. Dipperino on Metcalf. How do I get access to the Discord? Just link your YouTube account to your Discord account. Sometimes it doesn't link automatically and you have to relink it. Sometimes you have to do it on desktop. But something I can absolutely promise you is that it does work. Hundreds of people have been able to access the Discord. I don't know if Genti's like average draft position will go that low, but you will get in random rooms, yes, where Genti will fall. Chicken Nugget says, you know who's a bad pick? Jonathan Taylor, running back on a bad offense who doesn't catch passes, propped up by a good fantasy playoffs against the most garbage defenses in the league. Yeah, honestly, don't even disagree. I think there are so many paths to failure for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I literally have Jonathan Taylor on this team, so it shows you how much I believe in my own stances, but what can you do? I also think Giddens is really good. Great value 2019 Debo season for Ricky. I don't even remember what Debo did in 2019. Was that the year he scored? That wasn't the year he scored all the touchdowns. Was it?
Dude, what does Mike Clay say? What did Mike Clay say?
Pick 66, RJ Harvey. Pretty good. I never realized that the 6th round went in this order. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 at the 6.6.
Dude, what if I take unstacked Joe Burrow right now?
Feeling a little digsy. Feeling some digs on this team. Zach Lenars' IRL nickname in our fantasy group is The Oracle. Oh, shit. Slow draft brain already kicking in. Honestly, I didn't really want a quarterback there, though. I feel like Diggs was better. I truly think wide. Obviously, I did forget I have him, but I think I needed a wide receiver more there. I started running back. There's a reason why the sidekick did not have Burrow at the top there. That's fine. That's fine. I've made many larger mistakes. They're saying I'm coping. Do not put it in the newspaper that I am mad. Please do not put it in the newspaper that I am mad. Well, Kevin has already ruined this team. I love Kevin, but his team is dog shit.
Dude, what if Mahomes to Worthy is all you need?
See, this is a much better iteration of this team. We're going to win the flex. It's fine. I do like unstacked Burrow better in the Eliminator. I will say that. Unstacked Burrow is better in the Eliminator, but I am waiting until later for quarterbacks in general in the Eliminator. Thoughts on the stat of 2K rusher letdowns? Well, yeah, just your base expectation would be that someone who had their best ever career season would not play that well the next year. Jordan, I got some bad news for you about the Puppy 3 if you're hoping to see me stream one on stream. I'll have some upsetting news for you here, which is that I've already max entered this tournament. So bad news. Bad news on that front. The one hole team, I mean, he is doing that M-Wald, but Kevin is also just slapping it up. Which is what Kevin does. I mean, Kevin is he lives in Slap City. And I don't even get Mahomes now. It's all over, dude. Buck would say something egregiously, and Buck would not like Kevin's team, but for a terrible reason. Buck would find the worst possible reason to not like this team. All right. Michael Pittman Jr. makes a little bit of sense here. Yeah, no, I think it's MPJ. Because I'm still behind at wide receiver. Imagine how far behind at wide receiver I'd be right now if I would have taken Burrow. No, you can't. Dude, Mahomes in the 7th round feels thin to me. Do not put it in the newspaper that I hate quarterbacks. I do not hate quarterbacks. And quarterbacks are fine. But their scoring distributions are just so much flatter than anyone thinks. No, I am behind at wide receiver. My wide receiver 1 is T. Higgins. My wide receiver 2 is Xavier Worthy. My wide receiver 3 is DK Metcalf. My wide receiver, like there is giga tremendous mega downside with all of these players. Dang, and Mark Andrews goes. Oh, losing my freaking mind here, dude. We'll go Dobbins, whatever. This team kind of got away from me. Has someone won the BBM? I don't think so. I don't believe so. I don't think it's been an elite quarterback ever. Torrey Horton feels like a dynasty buy. I'd send a future 3rd. Yeah, we are praying for Drake May. If we don't get Drake May, this might be a 3 quarterback, 3 tight end. Wasn't that the Josh Allen breakout year though, Benny? If I'm remember, you know what? Liam, of course he did. He just tweeted the board of his winning team. So I can actually just look at this very easily. All right, here's Liam's winning team from Best Ball Mania 2. Where did he take him? Josh Allen at 56. So we got Josh Allen at 56. So that was an elite quarterback. I didn't get that far yet. Here's my champions for the night on Underdog. Isaac Tesla higher than 27.5 receiving yards. Shadur Sanders to throw a passing touchdown. Carlos Washington lower than 28.5 rushing yards. That is my DFS pick'em entry. You have to be in another best ball draft. You have to be in a live best ball draft contest to see your exposures. How do I pay all the bills and underdog entries? Well, my underdog entries are paid for in site credit. I did get Drake May. The haters are sick. They're furious. And I do make some money from streaming and from partnerships and patreon.com/DavisMattic. Some people subscribe to my Patreon, so I make some money. Not a ton, but some. Three quarterback meta is false propaganda from Big Best Ball. What if it is, brother? What if it is? What if it's all? What if something went wrong in The Sims? Keaton 180s. Yeah, very sweaty. I am not going to be doing the Great Dane, I don't think. This team is absolutely destined for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, this is a Rodgers team. I shall not be taking Justin Herbert here. I could take Kyle Williams here. Actually, no, I'm going to take Jake Ferguson. Drafters is going to be next. It sounds like Shadur is getting 2 quarters tonight. What happened to the game I love? I mean, you don't have to do anything, brother. There are no rules in fantasy football. Heard it here first. Michael says Liam is a 2 quarterback guy, and he is the best. Liam is what would be called in poker a brain player. No, not into Luke McCaffrey or Ben Sinnott. Yes. Fun fact about Carlos Williams. If you run a filter on Pro Football Reference for like greatest points per game stuff of all time, you will get Carlos Williams because Carlos Williams had one crazy game against Miami. 9 for 110 and 2. Also, what happened to Carlos Williams? Did he like break his neck or something? Yeah. Per game, Carlos is a legend. Brain player? I don't know. What's a brain player? What is the best way to explain what a brain player is? Basically just like Kyle Williams came back to me. Yeah, he did. Of course he did. That's why I took Jake Ferguson. C Money is both a mod and a donator. Gifted a Memby. Boomer Sooner, brother. Yeah, Phil Ivey, brain player. There you go. Phil Ivey is a brain player. Like, it just means, honestly, what it is it's like a nicer, it's a nicer way to say someone is a feel player, but that their feel is good. Honestly, that's in my way of explaining it. It would be like someone is a feel player, like they feel it out, but they're really good at it. Yeah, maybe a natural, maybe is a better way to say it. I don't know. Just someone who's good at the game, though. All right. let's do Cameron Ward here. Set ourselves up a backdoor Tennessee Titans. Someone just asked about Alec Iomanor not that long ago. This is an Alec Iomanor-ass team. Yeah, honestly, they kind of intuitively would get to what the Sims would say. Yeah, Herzig will tell you exactly how to win, just no one wants to do it. Herzig will say, this is exactly what I do. This is how I win. And everyone says, nah, dude, Herzig, he doesn't know shit. Even though Herzig just easily laps the field and everything every year. Round 15 must grab Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I believe Tom Dewan is out of the mental institution. What do they call Zach? They call a field player that doesn't win a ship chaser. He says to draft a diversified portfolio with strong structure, and that the best way to win is to just get a bunch of closing line and real-time ADP value. How am I supposed to fold 5-6 suited under the gun? Why did I even register? You're making a good point. This is not going to surprise anyone, but I am a very loose, aggressive poker player. Not gonna be surprising to anyone here, but I have a very loose opening range. It's a good question. Not that many. How many entries were in the first Best Ball Mania? Not that many. A lot fewer than you would think. This is what I've heard. I've heard that the Sims actually, that like PioSolver and stuff has you with a wider opening range than you would think. All right, here we go. Oh, not Brenton Strange, Hunter Henry. Shout out to the New England Football Patriots. Brain player. A brain player is like, honestly, like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mizrachi would be a brain player, like a guy who plays really well, plays high stakes games, but does not run Sims. So random, but I'm getting an Xbox One just to play Skate 2. I don't even play video games, but Skate 2 is a great game. Yes, that's another thing. Big on C-bets. I do remember this from learning about poker. Is that your C-bet frequency should be super high relative to what people thought was good. What is one player, even if you're drafting, you're afraid of, and one player you would plant your flag on? I would plant my flag on a 49ers wide receiver being on the winning team. Oh shit. Let's do, you know what? Let's just take Chig right now. This is probably terrible, but let's just get Chig. Let's just lock that down. And a player I'm drafting that I'm afraid of is Derrick Henry. I think is a bad pick, but I take him. Tyreek Hill, honestly, I'm pretty sure is a bad pick, but I take him too. Because just imagine if you're wrong on these two absolutely generational guys. Do I have a favorite hand? Ace King is my least favorite hand. What is my I don't have like a favorite starting hand. Jacks and Ace King though are my least favorite starting hand. You know what my favorite hand is? Pocket fives. Pocket fives are my favorite starting hand. Yeah, first off, Crutches, brain player is a thing. It's what you would call an exploitative player. Like you would call someone who plays an exploitative strategy, you would call them a brain player. I've been doing best ball for 3 years, slowly getting into DFS. Would be dope for you to do some DFS tutorial videos before or during the season. Okay, you guys think I made up Brain Player? I promise you that I did not make up Brain Player. You guys think I'm creative enough to come up with something like that? Highest scoring week 17 team that's not a BBM gets 10K of underdog credit. It's kind of fun. Maybe that would be a promo for them next offseason. All right, I guess I made it up. I'm taking it back. I made it up. Okay. All right, I made it up. No such thing as a Brain Player. Fake news. All right. I mean, I am just going to take Geno here. I like Geno more than I like Rodgers, even unstacked. First off, I am a slappy in all things that I do, Crutches. But yeah, Jax is the worst starting hand in poker for sure. Yeah, when I say feel player, that like feel player and brain player is the same thing to me in my head. You haven't put enough hands in if you don't know about having least favorite hands. I'll tell you that much. Okay, maybe I'm not slappy with food because I just eat meat and rice. Oh, favorite professional poker player? I mean, it's definitely Tom DeWan. I know that's not popular anymore because I don't know anything about poker now. I only knew about poker when I was young. All right. 3. Okay, I need a running back. Do I need a chaperone? Chaperone helps here. We'll do Justice Hill. Actually, you know what? No, I'll do Jarquez Hunter. Chaperone, actually, if you have Jahmyr Gibbs and Jonathan Taylor, you do not need a chaperone. Oh, dude. The Chipotle Adobo Ranch is fire. Oh, it's so good. I hate overnight oats. Overnight oats are disgusting. They're so mushy and gross. You guys like overnight oats? It's probably pretty slappy, but I hate it. Adobo Ranch is slappy. Yeah, that's true. Optimal gameplay is to limp your opening. That can't possibly be true. I refuse to believe that limping open is good. I think we probably are about to take Trey Tucker. No, overnight oats, it's just it's so goopy. I would say right now, Jacob is wearing the crown. Is there a bigger slappy than Jacob? I don't think there can be. Yeah, Dewan is he was my favorite to watch. Now, obviously, I think he is like totally gone off the deep end. Limping only good in very certain configurations. I don't think, honestly, I think it's hard to say Karain is a slappy when he won Best Ball Mania. Oh, you know what? You're right. Of course, Sean is the king of the slaps. Yeah, Sean is the undisputed champion of slappiness. That was silly. That was silly of me. All right. We need Trey Tucker. So it's either Io Manor, Royals, or Tucker. Type in the chat. Okay, Royals went. So Io Manor or Tucker. Go. Io Manor or Tucker. You guys have 19 seconds. Io Manor or Tucker. All right, Martin says Io Manor. All right, there are way more Io Manor votes. Way more Io Manor. Yeah, that was all Io Manor. Way more. Okay. All right. We made the right call. All right. Final team 3573. Drake May, Cam Ward, Geno Smith, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Isaiah Pacheco, J.K. Dobbins, Jarquez Hunter, T. Higgins, Xavier Worthy, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Michael Pittman Jr., Kyle Williams, Alec Iomanner, Jake Ferguson, Hunter Henry, and Chig Okonkwo. Did I do the timestamps for this draft? I did. All right. We're going to go do a drafters real quick. So hop into the drafters main event. Bing. Wow. Snap filled too. All right. How about that? Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that one on auto. Let's do another one with you guys. Let's get some friends and family in here. Let's do a friends and family draft. Come and hop in. John says Mizrachi is for sure a brain player. Cashed in the World Series of Poker 1500 Raz. That is very sick. Raz is a good game. It's not an ankle injury. It's a bone bruise. Limping is not GTO, but it can take people away from spots they're familiar with and take them into spots you have studied. Okay. Io Manor just got traded for a 2026 second in my Dynasty League. You might be a slappy. Who coined the term slappy? I don't know. It's very old. I think. There you go, brother. Slappy goes back to the Roman times. Rather have ace king than ace queen. Well, yeah, theoretically. Mizrachi is a great example of someone that takes people into spots they are not familiar with and beats them. Oh, you want the KLS clip? You want to scroll the F down for Keandre Lambert Smith?
Oh my fucking god!
I'm about it. I'm about it.
This is too good.
Someone slap the Keandre Lambert Smith button. The first KLS reception, I was like, wow, he is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Is the 9th round too early for KLS? People are asking.
4.37 40 played at Auburn. This is Darius Slayton vibes.
My thesis is at least not that he is Jerry Rice's kid. Is this the only clip that begins with a timestamp? That's a good question. Am I a slappy for turning down a 2nd-round rookie pick for Brashard Smith? Brother, that is so slappy. I can't even, brother, come on. There are no highlights to watch, dude. That's the issue. We got no highlights to watch. Woody Marks, you know, he's just a guy. What are Slappy's Germanic origins? I got to come back to this. Am I Slappy for turning down a dude? That is so funny. All I can tell you, Joe, is that you are in the right place. Yeah, I did that for you, 2 mules in a cart. I knew you weren't going to be there. First draft with you here. Best of luck. Best of luck to you as well. There was an old chess GM named Mikhail Tal who was known for dragging the game into a deep, dark forest, and he was the only one that could find his way out. And that describes Mizrachi. Yeah, that's a game I don't know anything about. I don't understand the first thing of chess. Drafters main event starts. All right, we are picking out of the 10 slot here. Got a little bit of a friends and family going on here. We got paid. We got 2 mules and a cart. Unclear how many of these are friends and family, but I'm happy to see that. The new Jurassic Park is terrible, but I mean, you gotta go see it, of course. I mean, how are you not gonna go see the new Jurassic Park? Text message from Drew Dinkmeyer. Drew Dinkmeyer just texted me and said, I've consumed more of your content in the last 3 days than I have all summer, and 75% of the time I've watched you. You've been talking about Shaheed. It's hot Shaheed summer, dude. Omaha High-Low is a great game. Nick is in the 2 spot. Salute to you, brother. I mean, Marvel movies have got to be... Marvel movies are the downfall of Western society, bro. Dink has missed the De'Ami Brown Wars. Amon-Ra St. Brown, very easy pick in marathon scoring, in my opinion. Make sure that you fellas are signing up over on Drafters. You know what? Let's do Bowers. I'm feeling frisky. All right, guess how many notifications I just had on my phone from Underdog. Because it's a sickening amount of notifications, I'll tell you that much. St. Brown, Bowers sets us up good at quarterbacks too. Not 193. It's actually less. 8,600 subscribers as of today. 64. It was 64 notifications from the Underdog application. Double board PLO is just a disgusting game. Just a truly filthy game. Double board PLO. You were close, Michael. Okay. I don't know. I kind of wanted to take Henry there, actually. Good. It's a fun place to take Henry because it just doesn't matter if he misses the last. You know, if he gets his spike weeks, it doesn't matter if he's out. Double board PLO is the Dan Campbell of poker. It's like drafting in the big board. It's slappies. It's slappy poker for sure. Pot Limit Badoogie, my favorite mix game. I don't think I've played Badoogie. Omaha in general obviously leans more slappy, and stud is like boomer game. Triple draw, a boomer game. What is the poker equivalent of the Little Schnauzer 7? Like, gosh, what is the poker equivalent of the Mini Schnauzer 7? It would be some form of Omaha game. No limit single draw. That I have not done. All right. What am I hoping for with this next pick? I guess a running back, but there's not. Kyron would actually be great with this next pick. Yeah. It would be 5 cent, 10 cent online, unlike Bovada or something. Okay, I maybe I have played this. Did they used to offer this on Stars? Yeah, the round 3 wide receivers are disgusting. I've never played this, no. I guess elite quarterback is like kind of fun, and we just try and hit the 0 running back nuts, which is very difficult to do. Maybe I will. Maybe I just take Lamar here. You know what? I'm going to. Lamar Jackson. No running back till round 4. Not going to click Harrison, Adams, Evans. One of them will come back to me. I could take Ken Walker if I wanted. I could take Pickens next. Okay, then maybe I would have played it back in the day. Yeah, there were more puppies last year, but they did less of like the German Shepherds and things like that. They've just done a slightly different version of the contest this year. I have liked the menu of contests from our friends at Underdog Fantasy this year. Man, I am not loving the vibes around one Mr. Joe Mixon. Are you guys taking Joe Mixon? I mean, 4th round Devontae Adams. We're drafting a 0 running back team.
0 running back in a marathon contest, dude.
I don't know. It's just like the thing with Mixon. I guess where I'm at is the thing with Mixon feels sort of binary, where if he's healthy, you should be taking him all the time anyway. I gotta admit, I've been taking some Javonte Williams. DraftKings Best Ball Week starts on August 18th. Yeah, if you had 0 Mixon before, I think you should probably do a little bit of Dipperino slurping, because it's not the type of guy you want to have like stone 0 of, I think. I just got Mixon at pick 100 and a puppy. I feel like shoot for the ceiling with running backs. You know what? Honestly, you're making a good point. I mean, the inside knowledge I had is now public knowledge. Like, people are saying it on shows all the time, that he's got this bum foot. But what does that even mean? What is Mixon having a bum foot even? Like, not like the dude's going to retire. People who hate pocket. No, but I hate pocket jacks and ace king. I have exactly 50 Best Ball Manias left now. I'm a lot less likely to take Judkins. Judkins is like, Judkins cannot matter if he plays. Judkins can play and not matter. Any preference for you between drafting on the FFPC and the NFFC? I draft on both. I have like a small partnership with NFFC. I like them. I like doing business with them. I also do FFPC with the Ship Chasers. They're very fun. I don't know. What do you, if you like tight end premium, if you like the concept of tight end premium, you probably like the FFPC a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, look, if Mixon was healthy, I think he probably was a little underpriced next year or last year, or God, Davis. No, if obviously if Mixon was healthy, he was underpriced this season. He's probably appropriately priced. Yeah, Nick Chubb's ADP on DraftKings is nuts. We'll do James Conner as running back 1. That feels appropriate. Yeah, 32 out of 32 offensive lines. So you've got outs to Joe Mixon being perfectly healthy and him still not mattering at all for fantasy football. Lots of that going on. Mixon definitely could have been like I said, healthy Mixon could be dust. I also think healthy Judkins could be dust. Yeah. Mixon, the Najee Harris story is one of the weirdest things I can remember. An internet rumor that ended up being true, and you have Harbaugh saying he's praying for him. Like, what is that about, dude? That's insane. We're praying. Harbaugh said yesterday he's developed a sophisticated level of echolocation. Like, brother, what is that? That's a real quote. He really said that. That is not made up. All right, that one's for Kevin. Razor P at 63 overall. August 18th is best ball week. I think pretty sure that was a real quote. All right, did I get Adam Scheffler? All right. I got to see if I got Adam Scheffler. Okay, never mind. I got Adam Scheffler. It's not real. All right. Adam Scheffler. I got Adam Scheffler. Not a real quote. Well, it's so hard. How do you know what's a real account on X, the everything app right now? Because verified accounts, any account can get verified. How do you know? I mean, okay, that's not a real quote, but Harbaugh saying he was praying for his recovery was a real quote. Would Najee really be out and about at practice if his eye was that messed up? I mean, he's not at practice, dude. He's walking around with a weighted vest on. That is not bullish. Exactly. It does sound like a Harbaugh quote. It looked real. It looked real. And Harbaugh's just weird enough of a guy to say something like that. Yeah, the post, like, Najee Harris himself posted a photo of his eye looking crazy. This photo of Najee's eye is not good. Look, you guys see this? Look at this, dude. Look at this photo of Najee's eye. I mean, you can't see it that well because he's got a helmet on. But look at this. Look at it. I can't brighten the image right here. It's not good, man. What if he's just winking? Dude, he's just winking. I don't know. I mean, he might be fine. This might be totally much ado about nothing. It would be really funny if Najee Harris just ripped off like 14 touchdowns. I saw even the Felix dude that won on DraftKings with like 90% Najee was like, all right, I'm out on Najee. Eye looks terrible. Yes. Yeah, put the MF Doom on. Put the MF Doom mask on. He's not practicing. He's literally at practice just walking. That is true. I know is true. He is not practice. He literally is just walking with a weighted vest on, which doesn't sound great. We need a wide receiver. It's all terrible. This is so bad. Michael Pittman Jr. Sure, round 7, Michael Pittman Jr. I hate the University of Missouri. Didn't Darius Cooper went to Tarleton State, didn't he? I want to say Darius Cooper went to Tarleton State in Texas. Oh, yes. I do live here. Darius Cooper is not going to make the roster for the Eagles. Sucks, but it is what it is. Maybe he can make it as a special teams guy, but Aeneas Smith probably is going to make it over him. Gosh, this is horrible, man. All right, sure. Jalen Warren. Not loving this. I do not know, because Liam is going back to chess school, in that he is teaching chess school. What a I'm reading. Darius Cooper is from here, and he played quarterback at a high school. It's actually not that far away from where I live. Tarleton State, real school in Texas. Sure. Yeah, I think you can take Henry with Lamar. All right, One-Eyed Jack. Keep in mind the account that this is coming from. One-Eyed Jack said, I had a major eye injury 30 plus years ago. If he's out there walking and doing any kind of activity, he's probably out of the woods for a major issue. Okay. Wow. We have a Tarleton State representative in the chat. You never know. No reviews today. People didn't like it. Dowens. Already more total people have watched this stream than watched the last Elite or Delete. Total views on this video right now is at 1,130, and the last Elite or Delete, okay, I just lied a little bit. The last Elite or Delete got 2,290 views with 4 comments. The people spoke. Najee is a field player, meaning he needs Braille now. I mean, I was excited for Horton before. If anything, I'm less excited for Torrey Horton because it's going to be harder to draft him now. I was a big Horton drafter in the big board. Just a little fib. If Kirk Cousins were to get traded to Indianapolis with the ADP rise for the pass catchers, well, I don't know if it would, but it definitely should. The ADP should go way up if that happened. Well, the idea for Elite or Delete was that it would get some people looped in to becoming Membies only. But yes, you're right. I don't know. And I should be, obviously I think I should, it's okay for some streams to get less views or some videos to get less views, but also it's August 8th. This is when, one August to change your life. What do we do? I need Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews probably already went. Yep, of course Mark Andrews went. Why wouldn't he? We'll take Luther Burden at pick 106. If you had a missing eye, I would wear an eye patch if I had a missing eye, for sure. All right, we have got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Bowers, Lamar Jackson, Devontae Adams, James Conner, Ricky Pearsall, Michael Pittman Jr., Jalen Warren, and Luther Burden. To me, these running backs are all the same. But I do need a running back. Man, isn't this just like Buck to come into a stream? He's been waiting in or out, and he just demands everything is done on Buck's time. Buck says, "Dude, let's rip a BBM. Dude, I gotta show everyone how smart I am taking Cavante Turpin. Dude, no one's smarter than me. I know about 160-pound guy." All right, I am going to take Bateman, though. No, I'm not. I'm going to take Zach Charbonnet. Maybe Bateman comes back around. I don't know. I could have gone either way there. Bateman obviously adds to the stack, but you don't even really need to stack Lamar. High-level team stuff has done really well on drafters, though. Like, one of the best ways to approach this tournament is via stacks. Thoughts on the 9 spot? Neighbors, London, Kittle, Hurts, Swift, Harvey, Mason, Keon, Purdy. I would not have taken Purdy. Sharps has a lot of good runouts, yeah. Who's this year's Jordan Mason in terms of a handcuff who takes over and then gets injured himself? How about this? How about you just stack the 3 teams that score the most touchdowns in the NFL? Simple process, brother. Not that hard to explain how it works. All right, so we have our running backs are fine. Connor, Warren, Sharps, St. Brown, Adams, Pearsall, Pittman, Burden. It's going to be a Geno Smith-ass team. Well, Michael, I've got some bad news for you. I entered into 150 straight puppy 3 slows. So if you are entering into more right now, you're going to be getting into all of your puppy drafts with me. So I would advise you not to do that unless you want to be drafting against me. By the way, everyone, at some point, the afternoon stream here today is going to be it's going to be over on the Swolecast channel. Soccer Dave said he's going to try and join. He's in the car with JJ Zacharyson. And he said that he and JJ are going to try and join on the phone. So if you really love Soccer Dave and if you really love JJ Zacharyson, they're going to be they're driving together to the Fantasy Football Expo or the Fantasy Football something or other, some conference. And they're going to be attempting to draft a fantasy football team with me on their phone. Jalen Wright or Giddens this year's Mason? I don't believe Jordan Mason was a rookie last year. Hadn't he been on the 40? Yeah, he'd been on the 49ers for a while. So I don't think that hits. Oh, Dave loves to draft and drive. Oh, man, come on. Give me Jaden Blue here. Bang. That just saved this team. Taking Jaden Blue there just saved this team. Might do, you know what? I need to do a little bit of a star method here. I need to star Stafford and I need to star Daniel Jones. Oh yeah, this is going to be a Daniel Jones team, boys. Best Ball Brian says reviews and sauces are awful. Well, the people have already spoken. Best Ball Brian. The people have looked us in the eye and they have spoken. When Blue saves a team, it can't be saved. I mean, we needed something here, buddy. We were drowning. All these wide receivers are the same as well. Come on. Well, actually, I'm Ferguson or Goddard here. Either is fine. Judkins. I don't know. I guess I'd take Judkins and like where you take like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt or something. I saw yesterday he waived his right to a speedy trial, but that actually didn't make a ton of sense to me. Goddard is fine there. That didn't make a ton of sense to me because, like, well, what does it mean? What does it mean? yeah, I cannot tell if it's good news or bad. You made both sides of the Judkins debate victory lap at the same time. I've always found the hardest part of drafting and driving is switching from my phone to the Blizzard and back again. Drew posted about that. Sounds like fairly normal, expected process. Well, I guess, okay, so let me add an addendum on top of that conversation. Does it then make it more or less likely that he signs a contract relatively soon with the Cleveland Browns? Because my read maybe made it sound like it would actually be more likely? I don't know. Not legal advice, but I don't think that waiver is actionable in any way. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know, man. My opinion is that he probably is going to get suspended for 6 to 8 games, and he plays for the worst team in the NFL, and I don't expect him to have a major pass-catching role. So he's 28 days to the beginning of the NFL season. His team is playing in the preseason. They're doing all this without him. He is not under contract right now. He is going to face a suspension to some degree. He also might not be that good. I don't know. And I guess, like, if you think that he's like this really awesome, great player, then you should, I mean, like, if your talent prior on him is really high, then you should probably draft him a ton. My talent prior on him was like really whatever.
Dude, you're getting all that streamer EV.
Yeah, could be Jonathan Brooksy. See, I don't have 0% Browns. No, he would be on the commissioner's exempt list, was my reading of that. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe the answer is that I don't know, man. Judkins could score freaking 12.5 points per game and be the guy you need. Yeah, Harold Fannin. I also draft a lot of Njoku. Njoku is like, I think even on a shitty Browns team, Njoku is just going to absolutely eat. But I also might be a slappy. All right. So we have Lamar Jackson, James Conner, Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Jaden Blue, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Ricky Pearsall, Michael Pittman Jr., Luther Burden, Brock Bowers, and Dallas Goedert. This is definitely going to be... Actually, you could sell me on a Penix pick right now. Let's do Algier. Algier and Penix. Is Algier and Penix positively correlated? In my head, maybe they are, because more of the production goes to Penix if Bijan is injured. See, I mean, yes, dude, honestly. Like, you could tell me that zero running back with Mixon and Judkins is really strong. I could buy that. Buy when there's blood in the streets, man. If you draft a guy that won't play a single game because you think he's talented, you might be a slappy. You might be. True. I advanced teams last year with no quarterback or tight end. Yeah, that's the our boy Raymond. He won. I am gonna take Penix here. Our boy Rays 33, the greatest fantasy football player in Rhode Island history, won the Fast Puppy $200,000 with 4 quarterbacks and 4 tight ends. If you draft someone not employed by the NFL, you might be a slappy. I don't know. I guarantee he had more than 2 tight ends. There's no chance I have this memory wrong. No chance Ray only had 2 tight ends. 5 wide receivers and 1 was Gabe Davis. All right. I'm wrong. Wow, Jake was in the final and watched Ray beat him up. How would you guys finish this team? I have 5 picks left. I have 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 5 wide receivers, and 2 tight ends. It's like honestly, I kind of middled the 0 running back thing. It's more of like a weirdo hero running back with Connor as the hero. Amari DiMercato-ass team. Any rank changes based on preseason? Nothing from last night caused me to change my rankings. I do probably need to smidgen down Jack Besh. I still have Besh pretty high. And I guess I should move Thornton up a little bit too. There is no second Besh, Crutches. I already liked Keaton. I mean, the thing is, the value proposition of Keaton Mitchell did not change at all. If the big dog plays 17 games, Keaton Mitchell is not a fantasy football entity. You know, pains me to say it. Oh.
Dude, just take Jahmyr Brown instead. Clear year 5 breakout Jahmyr Brown. Brother, you can just take Jahmyr.
Oh, this is for sure a Daniel Jones team. Where's some of the... Oh, Nick Chubb. Oh, man. Learn my mind, Crutches. Juwan Jennings breakout, actually good. Jahmyr Brown breakout, actually bad. Imagine getting an offender bender to draft Jahmyr Brown. Many such cases. I gotta keep it real, man. I'm gonna smash the button on Nick Chubb and okay, never mind. He went, so it saved me from doing that. Let's do. Someone asked me to draft Darius Slayton earlier. There you go. In your opinion, what is the best pick to have? I like 10 the most, and I think 2 is the worst. 2 sucks. I believe that Reeves is going to be on the show on Fridays. The way you talk about Jahmyr Brown is the way a lot of people talk about Shaheed. Shaheed's actually been good in the NFL. Jahmyr Brown's never had a 100-yard game. Wow. Are you guys gonna take this? Jahmyr Brown is 2025 Greg Dortch. Are you Jahmyr Brown boys gonna take this? Are you gonna let that happen to you, brother? I don't know, man. How about that? Jahmyr Brown sent Crutches to the Super Bowl last year. Think about that. There you go. Daniel Jones, round 16. Put it in the newspaper that I am officially worried about Anthony Richardson playing football. Are you fully switched to Run the Sims for the NFL season, or are you sticking with the solver? I am an official partner of Run the Sims. So all of the DFS content on this channel is going to be all from runthesims.com. Oh, I mean, De'Ami Brown is like, I mean, I take De'Ami Brown because he's absolutely locked into a 2-touchdown game in week 16. If I had to bet my life on one wide receiver having a 2-touchdown game, I think De'Ami Brown is going to score more points in week 16 than Ja'Marr Chase. Absolute lock. Feel like Indy told Harbaugh to send a blitz just to see if AR could pick it up. No. The drum beat on Ty Felton has not been particularly good. Yeah, Ty Felton is dead as a Felton respecter. I agree with this. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes sometimes drafting a best ball team is like playing a hole of golf that gets the best of you. Like sometimes when you are about to hit your second chip shot after you scold one over the green, sometimes you just have to pick your ball up, put it in your pocket, and move to the next hole. So Ty Felton would be an example of that. Like, all right, I did my best with Ty Felton. I teed off. I went right. I hit my second shot out of the trees. It hit the tree. It skipped down. I sailed a 9-iron over the green. I chipped it. It ran off. I tried to bump and run a 7-iron. I didn't catch it right. And I picked up. I think Ty Felton would be like that. Ty Felton is your fourth putt. You don't need to hold that one out. You pick it up and you move on and you start drafting Jalen Naylor or whatever you'd like. And I think there's a lot of lessons in that. I think golf teaches you. It's one of the things I love about golf. Golf teaches you a lot of lessons, and that's one of them. Sometimes you got to admit when you're licked. Same thing on Jack Besh, too. Like sometimes you just got to admit, all right, Jack Besh is probably going to have a redshirt year. And that's A-okay. Because to my knowledge, they don't pay you any money on August 4th. All right, we have 4 picks remaining. We have 3 quarterbacks. We have 5 running backs. We have 6 wide receivers and 2 tight ends. Ooh, Miles Sanders in round 17 in marathon scoring. Ty Felton, yeah, exactly. Ty Felton walks so KLS could run. Savion Williams was my 4th putt. I really like Miles Sanders and Jaden Blue together because that is just a clear leveraged bet against Javonte Williams. That's actually probably particularly as Miles Sanders has actually gotten less expensive, so it's made it easier to do. Okay, I have Bowers on this team, so we don't need 4. Let's do. Ooh, you guys ready? You guys ready for some fun? Bang, Keandre Lambert Smith. You want to scroll the F down for Keandre Lambert Smith?
Oh my fucking god!
I'm about it. I'm about it.
This is too good.
Someone slap the Keandre Lambert Smith button. The first KLS reception, I was like, wow, he is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Is the 9th round too early for KLS? People are asking.
4.37 40, played at Auburn. This is Darius Slayton vibes.
My thesis is at least not that he is Jerry Rice's kid. Joe, I was wrong. I was wrong to yell at you. Although Naylor feels like teeing off on a par 5 and accepting bogey. I don't know. If I had to bet my life on who is most unlikely but within the realm of possibility, I'd say Purdy at quarterback. RJ Harvey at running back. Tyreek Hill at wide receiver. Travis Kelce at tight end. The best ball community is going to have a gigantic meltdown. If Javonte Williams touches the ball 230 times this year, it's so over, man. Yeah, dude. 3 years removed from surgery, dude. 3 years. Oh, well, let me tell you. You want to see the all slappy team, brother? Boy, do I have something for you. I've got something for you big time. Tomorrow's video on the channel. Here you go. This fantasy football team is a certified slapster piece. Tomorrow's video will be exactly what you think it is. It's the most slappy team in fantasy football. The Cowboys could just be the Broncos last year. They're going to hit it way more. Miles Sanders is hitting a hybrid off the tee on a drivable par 4. That's a man who knows golf ball. I mean, I think all we've been doing for the last 3 months is talking about Najee's one eye. All right. One more tight end on this team. I always take 3 tight ends on drafters. Harold Fannin Jr. And then one more running back on this team. All right. Elijah Mitchell, I don't hate. Isaiah Davis. How about Trevor Etienne? Trevor Etienne is real sneaky. I mean, I'm worried about Blue's injury to the extent that it is allowing Phil Maffa to eat some of his snaps. Jaden Blue is hitting a driver on a par 3. You're gonna have to work through that one with me. Did someone literally just took Trevor Etienne ahead of me? All right, whatever. I'll take Sean Tucker. Who just took Trevor Etienne ahead of me?
The Fannin bet, dude.
You're going to have a hard time finding someone else to admit to drafting Javonte Williams consistently. Is that your eliminator from last night where you took Bijan the 101? I don't know, man. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. When I am drafting eliminators, I'm doing 5 or 6 at a time, sometimes 10 drafts at a time, and I don't always do the perfect roster construction. Lamar Jackson, Michael Penix, Daniel Jones, James Conner, Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Jaden Blue, Tyler Algier, Miles Sanders, Sean Tucker, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Ricky Pearsall, Michael Pittman Jr., Luther Burden, Darius Slayton, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Brock Bowers, Dallas Goedert, Harold Bannon. It's weak at wide receiver. I mean, I did the double elite. I did Lamar at pick 34. I did Bowers at 15. It was always going to be a little bit weak. And it was pretty weak. All right, there we go. Everyone. I'll do one more. I'll do one more draft. Here's the deal. I'll do one more draft if one person signs up on drafters right now. If I can see this on the back end. If one person signs up for drafters, I will go and do a Best Ball Mania. But I have an exact update. One of you guys signs up for drafters, I'll go do a BBM. And I think that is perfectly fair. How many likes are on this video, by the way? $146. 146, dude. Come on. Wasn't a fan of this team. Then you drafted Fannin. Maybe the best team I've ever seen. That's a man who knows about the Fannin bet. All right, there we go. Someone just signed up. So shout out to whoever just signed up. We'll go do one more BBM. As someone who's in golf media, I think your golf swing actually looks better than most. Golf Grouch, you are lying. This is, I appreciate you lying, but you are lying, bro. So, I mean, I can just tell you up and down how bad this shit is. So, this, bad. Not good. This, also, really, really bad. Not there. This, to the degree that anything about it is fixable, but all of this is fixable. This right here, this motion, not fixable. This right here is like, I mean, if you saw someone doing this at the range, you probably would, you would tell the person to stop golfing if you saw someone impacting the ball like this. Look at my shoulders. Look at that. They're hugging my body. Yeah, honestly, I should take up fly fishing instead. My clubs are probably a little long for me. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I do probably golf better than some 80-year-olds and some children. But, and then look at it's so bad. It's so bad. God, dude. I hate it. Hate it. Terrible stuff. All right. Hopping in. One more Best Ball Mania draft. Buddy, I have taken lessons. I have taken lessons. It doesn't get me to where you're trying to take me. Just mechanically, I cannot do it. Yeah, you have just seen what I have learned, and it ain't pretty. You can't breeze over my clubs are probably a little too long, and it's going to make it so hard to improve beyond where you are. Frankly, I just think that is actually a total cop-out, because you could go, like, I could take, I don't know. Give me, who is the 400th best coach in the world or player in the world? Let me go to Data Golf. We'll go to Data Golf rankings. Go to professional rankings. Let me go down to the. So I could take out Jonathan Broomhead, and I could give him, a club that is 2 inches too long or 2 inches too short, and he'd shoot 75. So it's not just that. Yes, I have taken lessons. Obviously, they have tried to help me with my grip, but the thing is about whatever it is in my swing is when I try and do this, the good grip. So you know when your thumb is in the meat of your palm, I can't get the club around. If you can't be the 400th, if you can't be the 400th best player in the world at something, then why even play? You know what I'm saying? Why even play? Yes, he would shoot 65. Sorry. No, I mean, Michael, I think you are obviously, wow, Justin Jefferson at 6. How about that? All right. Well, at least I get that. I get that to feel better. I think it is clearly evident that my clubs are too long, but to say that is the reason that my swing is so bad is not true. You know, yes, I am not a natural. The thing, obviously, so I'll tell you guys why I'm so hard on myself with golf. Is that my dad is a 2 handicap, and my dad is not that much taller than me. And I would actually say my dad is maybe slightly less athletic than me. Like, I would say probably at our peak that I am like I probably was faster than my dad at his peak, and I'm probably like more explosive at like playing soccer or whatever, something like that. So genetically, it doesn't make sense that I absolutely cannot play. Like somewhere inside of the genetic code of my body, I should be okay. Well, yes, absolutely it does. Athleticism 1,000,000% matters in golf. Just there's a reason why every pitcher is good at golf. Because athleticism 1,000,000% matters in golf. I'm not saying my dad is unathletic. Oh, I'm on the clock. Oh, all right. I guess this is what it is with Ladd now. Ladd and Jefferson. No, athleticism is being able to move your body fluidly. Yeah, I mean a ton, and I have. So this is obviously a thing. Is anything working with my swing is tough because I have 10,000 swings with this awful swing. Maybe more than 10,000. I might have 12,000. I might have 15,000 swings with this brutal, sweeping, chopping swing that is so bad. So it's really hard to unlearn. Yeah, I mean, it is capable for me to score well because I have played a lot. I just have played a lot of golf. Like I've shot, I have a bunch of rounds in the 80s. Although it's so funny, I'm so in my head right now that I cannot score. Like here, let me pull up some of my scores. This is really funny. And if you guys don't like golf, I'm sorry. No, Josh Reynolds is not for real a good pick. Do not let Karain psyop you, in my opinion. If you don't like the golf stuff, I apologize, but it does get me riled up. Okay. I gotta pull up some of my scores because this shit is really funny. Let me make this pick right here. Oh, come on. Give me Hampton. Give me double chargers. Who even needs Rashawn Slater? Bang. Okay. So back at the start of the summer. So let's go to like this app sucks sometimes. All right, so just some random samplings from the summer, just to show you guys that I am not totally bullshit. I've got a 13 over in here. I've got a 17 over 88, 17 over 89, 17 over 89. I got a 90. I've got an 85. I've got a 79. Oh no, that was from a scramble. That one was not accurate. That was something else. I've got a 43 on 9, a 6 over 43, and then I start taking lessons and trying to change. I've got a 96, a 97, and then a 102 last weekend. Wow, Anomaly is out here taking Tyler Johnson. I mean, my putting is not good. I mean, I wouldn't say my putting is good. See, but a bunker shot is so easy because you just open the club face. Bunker shots are easy. I mean, I'm not going to get it near the hole, but I can get out of the bunker really easy. Oh, come on, gimme. Feels like Jaden Daniels is a smash here. Jefferson, Ladd. Oh, okay, well, never mind. I guess we'll just take Pickens. T-Bear thinks Hampton is a trap. Looking forward to ADP chasing take that the Slater injury is actually bullish for KLS. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, I duff ball. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a chronic duffer, but I do duff them here and there. Exactly. Bunker shots are... I do not find bunker shots difficult relative to the average golf shot. The two things I cannot do are I can't hit a good long drive. I will never, ever, ever drive the ball 250. Impossible with that swing. And anything from 150 or further out of the rough. If I'm 163 from the rough, I literally might as well pick up my ball. I would frankly sometimes be better off punching out of the rough than trying to like get it to the green from 160 out of the rough, which is not even far. I haven't taken Travis Hunter yet on the stream today. Let's do Travis Hunter. Slap it up a little bit here. Yeah, this is as easy as it gets. Bunker, hit a credit card behind the ball with full swing. Easy. Yes. Yeah. Super. I have a great flop shot for my skill level, right? You could stand 10 feet in front of me and I can put it up over your head. No, of course I can get it to the green from 160, but my consistency with doing that is so poor for how often I play. Because that swing that I have is very unpredictable. You know, I don't know if I'm going to miss it right. I don't know if I'm going to miss it left. I don't know if I'm going to hit it fat. I very rarely thin it. Puka at 15? Puka at 15 in this economy? My best ever round is an 81 from the Whites. Don't get me wrong, man. I would love to. Oh, Matthew Golden at 66 in this economy. Okay, I actually am gonna take Caleb Johnson here because I do not want to be fighting these running back wars. Yeah, 7. I've heard 7 wood is kind of the nuts. Golf Grouch. I need a lot of things. I'm gonna hand it to you. I think probably all of you are correct. That probably I do need to get shorter clubs. Am I going to do? Well, that's the thing is, so now I literally do just want to quit because. Oh, I can drive further. I can hit it further than 150, and I can hit an iron further than I can hit a fairway. I can hit an iron, but it's just a matter of consistency. Yeah, like 2 months ago, I drove the corner on a par 4. Like I cut the corner of a dog leg and chipped in from about 60 yards with my 60-degree wedge. All right. Do we do a... Dang. So I would have taken Pacheco here too. But I think my plan is going to work because I think oh man, this dude's going to take Myers and now my plan's not going to work. Because I took Caleb because I got the sense in this room that there was going to be a wide receiver I wanted. But if this... Okay, never mind. We do get Jacoby Myers. So that actually worked out perfectly. I think you guys, I actually get this a lot with people in my life where they think I'm being negative or they think I'm beating myself up. But my opinion is that if you do something, the only purpose is to do it well. So like I am not going to, like, being a bad golfer is the same as being bad at anything. I just hate it. Like with what if I got lifts, Soups? Shot my home course record the other day. I thought it was 118, but it was 116. That's very funny. No, exactly. I did so bad that I like had to try harder. Yes. Another very good point. 60 to 65 of all your shots during a round are taken from within 100 yards. Ben is actually highlighting why I'm able to break 90 because I am capable from within 100 yards. That is why I'm able to get around. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. It's fun to be able to hit good shots. You want me to take De'Ami Brown? No, honestly, so Chris, you're making a very good point. Yeah, it's. Yeah, we'll take Brian Robinson Jr. here. This is just. Do you guys see this? Everything by every single player in my queue, there's no wide receiver. Even by ADP, it's only Cooper Kupp. That's so funny. I honestly, it's really just with athletic stuff that I feel this way. Tennis is hard, dude. Tennis players are and tennis is so mental too. That's valuable. Yeah, the side cuff. 3 of my 4 high school teammates who went D1 for golf will never touch 5'10". Yeah, I mean, I don't think being short makes me bad at golf. I hate pickleball. Do you guys like pickleball? I'm not a pickleballer. Golfed with a 75-year-old woman who beat me by 30 strokes. If you hit it straight every time, it's unbelievable what'll happen to your scores. Yeah, tennis is awesome. Big fan. I mean, that is something I'm terrible at. All right, this is an insane draft. I'm taking Mark Andrews here. So the sidekick just recommended Herbert because it's like, what is happening to all these quarterbacks? That's so wild. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Devin. You deliver that mail. Mail delivery seems like a fire job. Cause you just get paid to walk. Yeah, Bernie Langer tore his Achilles. Yeah, Devin, you have the best shorts. All right, team recap since we just were jabbering on. Justin Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, Amarian Hampton, George Pickens, Travis Hunter, Caleb Johnson, Jacoby Myers, Brown Robinson Jr., Mark Andrews. It'd be really funny if my best team ends up being one where we were just complaining about golf the whole time. Not even complaining. I'm really not complaining. Pick 3. How much KC is too much? This feels reasonable. If you would have done Worthy over JMO, it might have been too much. Dude, being a mailman would be great. I'd probably rather be a mailman than a best ball influencer. All right, sidekick is just screaming at me to take Herbert. I don't know, man. Do I want to do this here? I guess I'll be super tilted if I miss it. But whatever. Well, I have a tea time on Sunday morning. I mean, I don't know how compatible being a groundskeeper would be with being a dad, but it does feel like a cool job. Any of you guys groundskeepers? Are any of you guys groundskeepers? Because that does feel like a really cool job. See, I love dogs though. I love dogs, Sladen. So I would be hip. Okay. Wow, this is just a weird room. Love goes before Herb. I guess the quarterbacks are just getting sucked out of the room. Oh, I play by myself all the time. I'm normally a really early in the morning guy. Normally like 6 a.m. though. Plant doctor and golfer and dad and NFL DGen. Good man, grown. My wife's friend is a groundskeeper. Mailmen can supplement their income making TikToks of the dogs on their routes. Brother was part of a groundskeeping crew at a country club in NC. Long hours, but he was outside all the time. I think in this room, so I was actually just looking at this. I was in this room. I think it's totally defendable. Is there any difference between Jaden Higgins and Ricky Pearsall? I don't know if there is. We're going to do Tajay Spears and set up a little Cam Ward if we want it. Genty is crashing on DraftKings. I do believe that. Yeah, I absolutely believe that the what am I trying to say? That the DraftKings drafters are very worried about Ashton Genty. Believe it or not. Justin Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, Amari Hampton, George Pickens, Travis Hunter, Caleb Johnson, Jacoby Myers, Brian Robinson Jr., Mark Andrews, Justin Herbert, and Tajay Spears. Cam Ward, I believe now, is my most drafted quarterback. Besides Razor P going 90 catches for 1,600 yards, no difference. Drafted on DK last night during the second quarter, got Genty at 19th. Honestly, like a huge appeal of golfing is just getting like it's getting outside, it's walking, it's being with your friends. You're not on your phone. You know, you're just there, man. You're just vibing. They realize well, I mean, do we really care about offensive line play in August? I don't know. Would you rather play 2 Great Danes or 1 DK 555? I mean, without looking at it closely, my gut is 2 Great Danes. But again, you're just going to have a much softer field. Like the 555 field is going to be insanely soft comparatively. GM got a Jefferson Genty on the dog app this morning. Goodness gracious. And I thought Jefferson Bowers was something. The people are they're worried about Jefferson's hamstring too. Everyone's worried about everything now. This team is a like very, very low. Like this is a cook show. I mean, number one course I want to play is I want to play St. Andrews. Number one for me is St. I just links golf. You know, the first real golf course. That's all me. I love the history of golf type stuff. Which tout will take the biggest L if Genty is a bust? I'm very pro Genty. Is that me taking an L? I'm a huge fan of Ashton Genty. Goodness. I guess we're doing Strange. I just keep taking this Brenton Strange fella. I mean, don't get me wrong. Neighbors A-Chain. I don't know. What's your guys' favorite combinatorial start? Neighbors A-Chain is pretty freaking high up there for me. Started Jefferson, Genty, Tyreek, Kyron last night. It's unreal, some of the stuff that they have out there. The thing that you have to know is that every team on DraftKings is a super team. How do you feel about starting 3 running backs and a tight end for an ESPN home league? I feel really bad about it. I would effectively never do that in a home league. In fact, Ink Magma, my most recent video, if you go over to the videos tab on the Davis Maddock YouTube channel, is about that exact conundrum. Is about what strategies to use in home leagues in fantasy football. That's Jefferson Brian Thomas Jr. Okay, here's the thing, though. Every start on DraftKings feels that way. Would you rather have week 17 scores 1 week ahead of time or 1 week ahead? I don't understand the question, Travis. I probably won't make a video of the home league team I drafted because it's not 1-to-1 because we have keepers. So the board is a little weird. Like I have Bucky Irving as a 14th round keeper. Let's do Mr. Woody Marks on this team. Mr. Jaquavius. Now that's a running back room. Amarian Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Brian Robinson Jr., and Tajay Spears, Woody Marks. That's pretty slappy. CMC, BTJ. Yeah, the MMG contest, people are crazy there. Wouldn't you want to get the most rankings value per pick? The issue is that there is no replacement for the higher end, for the highest end scoring of wide receivers. Absolutely no replacement. Doesn't matter how much value you get. There's really no universe where Calvin Ridley comes close to Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, Malik Nabers, or Amon-Ra St. Brown in terms of raw points. And you need raw points to win. But Braylon Allen, if Breece Hall turns his ankle, can outscore Chase Brown pretty easy, actually. Honestly, like to the point that you wouldn't even be surprised if that happened. So you just can't. You have to look at the thing that is most irreplaceable. If you have so much word, or you're drafting just as. This is not true. It is absolutely true. High-end running back points are like Jerome Ford is not going to score as many points as Barkley, but Jerome Ford could outscore James Cook. Oh, sure. I mean, okay, take out Braylon Allen and put it in with your running back 2 of choice. Put in Jarquez Hunter or something. I am not taking Quentin Johnston. All right, Olive Branch. There's another De'Ami Brown Olive Branch for you guys. Yeah, that logic is why I'm just like a smidgen lower on Bowers. I hate this stuff, but again, what do I know? I think the clear optimal strategy this year in redraft leagues is hero running back. To me, that is how to approach it. But again, what do I know, man? I don't know anything. I advanced 7.8% of my teams last year in best ball. So I probably should maybe I should do some more hero wide receiver teams. Whenever you think your team has it bad, just remember someone's favorite team has Anthony Richardson versus Daniel Jones quarterback battle going on. And remember that person is Jacob Sanderson. Javonte Williams will be my hero. I mean, I think there's a time and a place for QJ, but I on this team, I don't know. Do I want that many Chargers? Mike Clay has Chuba for 257 and Chase Brown for 281. Feels about right. I don't know, man. I don't know if do I need a third quarterback on this team? I guess maybe I do. Nah, I don't really want one. Let's do Will Shipley chasing. I got to be honest, I'm pretty much drafting like a coward. I'm not really fading anyone. Rewriting my question, rather know all the Week 17 scores of all players or be given the CSV on all teams? I mean, it's not even close. I'd rather know the Week 17 scores of all the players. The CSV is not going to help someone like me. The CSV of all the teams could help like Shady. So like Shady Advice could probably draft, like he could probably draft like nothing but the most infinitely plus EV teams if he had a CSV of all the teams, knowing all the combinatorial ownership. Not going to help someone like me. Like it's not going to help someone stupid. But if I knew all the Week 17 scores, I would at least know the guys that I was trying to get in as many combinations as possible. That'd be a good question to ask someone who like is a sim bro. It's just very funny to say this. Jacoby Myers is the Davis Maddox fade on a team where I literally have him. Shipley did look really good last night. I saw Shady draft Judkins at 95 in the Elam this morning. Hey, man. Shady, let me tell you one thing about Mr. Shady Advice. I ain't going to doubt that guy. All right, here we go. I'll give, we'll slap it up a little bit. They say I've lost my heart. You want to scroll the F down for Keandre Lambert-Smith?
Oh my fucking God.
I'm about it. I'm about it.
This is too good.
Someone slap the Keandre Lambert-Smith button. The first KLS reception, I was like, wow, he is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Is the 9th round too early for KLS? People are asking.
4.37 40, played at Auburn. This is Darius Slayton vibes.
My thesis is at least not that he is Jerry Rice's kid. Orf. All right, let's go. Final pick of the stream. We have Justin Herbert and J.J. McCarthy, Amarian Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Brian Robinson Jr., Tajay Spears, Woody Marks, Will Shipley chasing, Justin Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, George Pickens, Travis Hunter, Jacoby Myers, De'Ami Brown, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Mark Andrews, and Brenton Strange. Let's take ourselves... Let's just do the classic 2-7-7-2. And with our final pick... I don't know. Is there any point on taking Rodgers on this team? Rodgers does probably help this team a little bit. Or a third tight end. Juwan Theo. You know what? I am going to take Rodgers. And I'll tell you why I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers adds more to this team because I have the Jacksonville stuff. So ideally, I really have 3 stacks here, and Rodgers can throw 1 touchdown to Darnell Washington, 1 to Metcalf, 1 to Warren, and 1 to Connor Hayward. I don't know anything that is not public, but yeah, he had a foot surgery, and his foot surgery is bunk. My Arroyo slap take is that it's not great that AJ Barner got rested last night, and he did not. All right, boys, that's going to do it for me. I'll be back with you guys in 30 minutes over on the Swolecast channel. We're doing Swolies only over there. Make sure you like the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily fantasy